to the first tutorial video of how to mod HF32 with the Zetvl engine. So for the first tutorial, I'll teach y'all how to mod scenarios and how to export them into your mod folder. So you go to editor, create a scenario, and you just make your scenario. I'm gonna show a little example of this. So here's the scenario I made. Is pretty quick, and you're gonna put a name to your scenario. So I'll write scenario. For this part, I put scenario just as an example because you can do whatever you want. And the date, if you wanna make an antiquity mod, I recommend using those two ages, civilizations and expansion, and yeah, model general. So this on the top is the scenario year, and don't worry about the scenario year because I'll teach later how to make a box. So I'll go everything back because I've already made a scenario, which is this one. Ignore some parts of the map that have no civilizations because I'm still working on it. So this is my scenario name, the year I put for the scenario date, and the author name, which is me. For technology levels, in the new Zetvl engine, the max technology is currently set to 4. And the minimum is 0.01, apart from the original engine, which is 0.05 and 2.0. So here in Zetvl we have the starting population, which we can set all the way to 5 and 0.01, which is the multiplier. Here's the starting population, and quick side note, the starting population varies depending on the amount of numbers you set here, because depending on the province, it will have the max population of 3 million people. And also the economy, which is a million here. I set it to a million. Setup army is a basic thing. So here I set the army troops for the rebel forces of Egypt. 8.2k, 8.25 thousand. And here's how you do it. So you select a brush to select multiple provinces at a time. And here's what happens when you try to select 2 provinces without a brush. See? It just selects 1. So for multiple selection, I recommend using the brush because it's better, unless you wanna make your own individual armies for each province. Set a mode of 13k here and 20k and 20,000 in those. Yeah, it's approximate. So here's how you do it. So this is how I did it. There's also custom values, demilitarized zones, and well, if you watch Hearts of Iron 4 content, you'll know that demilitarized zones are basically areas that no army can go in. It's it works like impassable areas. So colonization is, yeah, pretty obvious. So for scenarios that have pretty much high content, I recommend turning these two on because the game will understand that, oh, those premises doesn't have anyone, and thus we're ready to go. Diplomacy is pretty simple to understand as well, because here we have the alliances. You can do countries have alliances. This you can pretty much do it in the new game section as well, but I'll teach it in another video. In relations, yes, there's the relation is basically how it works in game. Non-aggression pacts, vassals. I mean, the non-aggressions, the ones I'm selecting here, which is pretty much from non-aggression pacts onwards, must have at least two countries. Because here, I'll set an example. So Akua.Editszz and the United States. Uh, will I will make them have a non-aggression pact which can last up to like 40 rounds. But since there's a glitch here, as you saw, you can't mm, edit the truths. So I'll just go back to where it was. And yes, you can still make alliances with a single country. If you want countries to have instant war, you can do this at the relations. So it's commonly this like relations between countries on the scenario editor are mostly on 0, 0. But for them to have instant war, you can do this. Slide all the way into the left, because the left means negative relations and the right is positive. So I already explained this. Country independence, vassals. Okay, so population, economic growth, and the disease death rate are work depending on the scenario you want to make. For example, if you want to make a scenario of the Black Death, like the Black Death's peak, you had to like reduce the population growth to 50 because it killed 50% of the world population back at the time. Edit civilizations focus tree is, well, self-explanatory. You can add, you can remove. Well, I can't remove. You can save the focus, but I won't save it. And return. And click save. And then yes. So you got your scenario saved, and now you must export it. What do you do? Let me turn a certain configuration on it and check notifications. Good, I can see. Well, you click on export files, then your scenario is automatically chosen, if not the most current one, like current one in terms of date, scenario date. Well, if you have a World War I scenario, you gotta slide all the way back to the WW1 scenario. But since my mod is in the future, it takes place in the future, so I don't get lost while fighting it. And export. Select the scenario folder and then save it as a zip file. So if the game if the recorder didn't register, I'll try to explain via voice only, so you can skip this part or just listen to it if you're doing other things or even testing the mod as I speak. Editor's note. So I didn't have to explain it by text, but if you still wanna listen to it, you can do it without any problem. The mod as I speak. So what you will do is select export files, do this, export scenario, and then the game will bring you to a custom files app where you can save it to the scenario. So what will happen here is that your mod folder will be, well, not selected because the game will bring it to the downloads folder. Then you gotta select your phone, then your mod folder, and then if you have a scenario folder, you'll need, no, then if you have the scenario folder, you can click it, then you can just you can just save it. If you wanna change the zip name, you can, well, just the zip name, not the scenario name. Serious. And then you're done. This is how you export a scenario in HFX32 Zetvl engine. After you exported your scenario, you will go to your mod folder on both parts of MT Manager. For this, you can install in every, well, you can just search it up on, if you have Android. Android is basically obligatory and the only thing you'll need for modding. And install MT Manager, let it access all your files because, well, it's a file manager. And come on, open both on here. So there are things you must do before just doing it. So the first thing is on the left side, which is everything that's selected. You'll go over here, the three dots, then sort, then you do those configurations on the left side. You'll go by date, which will, well, self-explanatory, and reverse order, Why reverse order after select date? Because the app will understand that you want the most recent files and not the oldest ones. So, well, after you've done it, you're basically free of any future problems. So you go to scenario and it's already here. And then on the right side, you're gonna open the app, assets, map, earth, scenarios, and here's the tricky part, because you're gonna do a folder outside here. What you're gonna do is basically this, extract to, and the path to extract to will auto select it, and then let it go. Boom. On this side, you're gonna put events, just like that, and click folder. We'll create a folder for you to save the events. And here you do move. You click on move because otherwise it will create a duplicate and your game might crash. So here you've already selected, and this is the part you'll need. So info.json, and here's the age, author, civilization, amount of civilizations, day, month, and year. The week, you can put anything here because no one will access it. And event size, which means how many events are there in the game. And here's the scenario name, which you can alter it if you want, and I'll do it here just in case. So my mod will be Kujikanai. No, put Kujikanai last shard. Done. This will already have your scenario, your things of your scenario done. And then you're gonna redo all of this. Map Earth. No, Earth. Scenarios. And you're gonna send your scenario off. First of all, you're gonna copy your scenario code and click OK. After that, you'll go here, add, and then add your scenario. But since I already exported this, but I've gotta tell you something. After you export everything from your mod out to the files, I recommend doing this. Click the app, hold the app, and then when that thing pops up, you gotta click the I, which will open the application info, and you'll click storage, and see, there's the data. If you update this, if you update your mod with the data, it will overwrite and things will not go as expected. So what I recommend and what I learned from other modders is you clear the data, which will basically reset the app, and don't open it. Instead, return and click uninstall. And then the app was removed. Well, it was already removed, but you can see. No, wait. So yeah, app not found. Okay. Then we'll go here. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't do it. Okay. So after that, you will add your scenario. Click OK. It will update all files. And done. What we'll do now is open the AOC file and paste your scenario code. And add in, I don't know what the symbol is, but we gotta press it. Save, return everything, and this will pop up. Click OK. And it loaded. After loading, if you want your scenario to already pop up, you gotta open the map you're selected, the map you're playing with, config.json, and here's the scenario line, which is line 12. Gotta select the scenario that's here, and no, and paste your scenario code. Then click save, return everything, select OK, and wait for the files to load. And if you only want your scenario to be here, select all scenarios from the top to the bottom except the AOC file, and exclude your mod. So you must delete it. Select 18 folders, delete, and then on the AOC folder, you just do this, and boom, everything was deleted. Just your scenarios here. Files modified. Since that's the only change I'm gonna do for the tutorial, I'm gonna auto sign, click OK, and I'll reopen the mod just so you see the changes. Oh, here is what's supposed to open when you reinstall the app, is the language menu. If that menu not appears, it means you have already your settings saved and it's set on the same language. So I'll select English, which is my second language, And here's the main menu, which I'll learn how to put it. Games, new game, and the scenario is already selected. See? That's the only scenario. And that's how you do it. Done. It's done right. So that's the tutorial. I hope you liked it. And I'd appreciate any feedback. I have a community tab, so y'all can just reopen it. So you can just open it and share your doubts, or even in the comments. Thanks and goodbye.